What's going on? It's your boy OP06. If you were checking in last week and you saw my pre-release video, I told you don't buy, sell. And if you listened, I apologize if you sold your Yamato leader, you didn't make that much money. Otherwise, everything else, you're pretty much up. It's your boy, we're doing Marketwatch, just a really quick Sunday video before my locals. Let's talk about the prices because this is 2 days after the set releases. I said in my last video, wait about a week after the set drops. That's when you'll find the best prices. And let's look at some motion in the market right now. So obviously, this manga has settled at a real price. It would have been great if you pulled it when it was saying 4,000 bucks for the card, and you did a little, I'll cut you a deal, 3,500. If you did that trade and got that money, I'm sure you'd be happy, laughing to the bank right now. Once again, just echoing my ideas, the Yamato actually did drop slightly, like maybe 5%. So this was the worst one out of all of them, but I didn't expect, I honestly thought that since Moria was the most competitive one, I thought it would be the most expensive, but waifu tax comes in every time. Otherwise, these Namis have had the greatest fall off of all time, going from 500 bucks, arguably, you could have probably sold it for a good 300, 400 bucks and then bought it back, bought 3 copies to be honest. I'm sure you could get 3 for 100 right now, or 3 for 300, I'm sure someone would do just to get rid of these, which is tough. Obviously, I think that the high market items have, like, they don't really give an accurate change of price. I mean, like this card dropped a 70%. Nothing else has dropped that much besides the rares and uncommons. Looking at the alt arts, you'll see like kind of a mirrored version of this. So everything was basically like all these rows were, arguably like 150, like one, pre-release weekend, there was a arbitrary number, like 180, 200, and it was marked at like 130 being sold actually. Here we're seeing the actual cards that are worthy of that price. Obviously the leader cards holding value, completely understandable. This Rebecca is probably just going up because people just buy it out. Buggy, same thing, just beautiful card art. And then we can look at the rest of the alt arts. I do think Reiju, the market price will be closer to 100 because waifu tax. And then I'm just gonna, compare these 3 cards here, Moria, Nami, and Reiju. These are all solid cards. They're usable in every deck for these colors. They're not really going to be dropping price. This Linlin should probably drop closer to 70-ish bucks because it is Big Mom Pirates restricted. I would wait until they announce the purple-yellow Big Mom Pirates stuff for the next set. You gotta buy this card before that gets announced because as soon as it gets announced, this card's going back up to, like, I don't even know. It's going to get gouged. So be aware of that. Otherwise, these high market items, I mean, Miss Olsen is getting bought up apparently. I would be hunting this sugar down very soon. I'm going to be picking these up for 40 bucks, I know it. And then, this alt art Sanji, they've just been nosediving in price. Look at all the listings. The listings will tell you how much a card's actually selling for. So like this Momonosuke, probably going to get closer up to 50-ish, 60 bucks because it's being bought crazy amounts for 40. Also, I pulled this. It has beautiful foiling, so consider that. Getting over to more of the easier to accommodate cards. This card here, I think it's going to go up. I wouldn't, I know I said look at the listings to determine, but I think it's going to shoot up 30 bucks, 35 bucks. Like someone's going to get a playset of these for 140 or 135 for 3. You're only really running 2 to 3 in a deck just to finish out a game. So like with that in mind, it seems pretty cheap for this card for how useful it is. So I would look for Hodies. Don't buy just yet. Wait for it to drop to exactly 30 if it can. Absalom's going to jump back up. It is the perfect card with Gecko Moria. It works with the Gecko Moria leader. Once Sakazuki gets banned, it'll be Gecko Moria land. So probably a good time to buy this if you can get it for 25, 26 bucks. Holy, that's a good price. All the cheap alt arts, and then in turn, the middle expensive SRs, I do think they'll shave about another 10%, 15% off. So I did pick up my copies of just like 2 of these because like I am running Film Luffy, so that's one thing to note. I do think they could drop to 15, but as soon as people realize like this Shanks is in a VV list that won in Japan, or I think it's a pretty strong 10 drop. It's got a really cool alt art by an artist that did the Trafalgar Laws and stuff, just based on the style, I believe. So really cool card for 20 bucks. Honestly, why would you even buy 2 packs when you can just guarantee a really nice card? Same thing with this Luffy. I think it's a long-term hold if you want it for collecting, but I'm excited because it's like the Luffy from Strong World, it looks like, and I want to make the deck work so bad. Sanji is probably a good price, but it's, you know, listed heavily, so I would wait for it to go down to like 12 bucks. Really good for blue decks that want to beat down control, and just play out 2 9-drops or a 9, a 7, a 6, you know what I mean? You can do some crazy stuff with this card. Wink wink, I'm actually looking at Mihawks, which are about 12 bucks, so, you know, you can pay probably 100 bucks and get the Sanji Mihawk combo when it used to cost 100 bucks US just to get 4 Mihawks. So think about that, consider it, just think about that. Hody Jones, 70 listings, it's going down. All these SRs are going to go down. Do you know how many SRs are in circulation? Like thousands of them. The only, like, people are just like looking like, do I really want to play Hody today or do I want to make 10 bucks? Because I'm telling you, they're going to settle at max. I think he'll be around 10 to 15, 12, and then 5, 3, $3, $1. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to range from 1 to 10, not like $1 to 25. Not happening. Don't buy these rares. Don't buy Kikinoju. Don't buy the Onami just yet. It's a joke. Rares are also like 96 listings for $250. No. Like, imagine if they just kept pulling these $250 rares. You're going to pay back half their pack or their whole pack for the 2 rares. Just wait for it to be $1. This card will be $1. It'll be just like Bedge. It might actually fight and compete with Bedge or other cards that would be triggers that are rares. So, you know, if that's the case, I would just wait for the rares to make 50 cents. I bought my playsets of Shanks. They're probably going down. Aramaki will be like 25 cents a card. Same thing with the alt, hopefully. You know, blue decks can rise up. I want to see some cool stuff made with this card. But yeah, I would... Honestly, considering, like, right here from this line, Germa, even Raise Max being 75 cents when it was arguably $5 like a week ago, I feel bad. I feel really bad that I didn't just sell and trade all my Raise Maxes and all the cards that were like 5 to 10 bucks because it's $1 now. Like, it's not going to be $1, it'll probably be 50 cents. Like, it'll be kind of like the Rad Beam, except we already have Gordon, so even if you're running 8 Raise Maxes and Gordons in total, I don't think you necessarily need to have, like, it's not going to boost the price up because the Gordons are still the bottleneck. Like, the Raise Maxes everyone will have 4 of them, it's just who will have those extra 4 Gordons, or 2 or 3, you know what I mean? That's going to be the real price point, because you can always run 4 Raise Maxes, especially with 121 listed cards. That thing, whoever opened a case and just sold like 10 Raise Maxes for $100 must have been laughing. I cannot believe that. And it just goes to show, if you waited a week, all these cards were like $3, I think, on release. 12? Well, no, it was like closer to 3. Yeah, look at that. Right in pre-release week, it was around $7 to $2. Why would you ever buy that? Why wouldn't you just wait, and then buy your playsets for 50 cents, 25 cents? I would, you know, consider what I'm taking, all the words I'm saying, you know, just pick up all the rares now. This is a great time to pick up every card under this card, Germa, or under this card. I mean, I could see ETG being a 50-cent rare, but at the same time, I could also pretty much expect them to be 25 cents because they are kind of limited to the Germa type. Otherwise, yeah, pick up your playsets of the cheap cards. Focus on those alt arts and cool cards you want. Just watch their price slowly. I think within the next 3 days, you'll see the all-time low. It'll be a time to jump and enjoy. Like, White Snake for 25 cents? Yes, I'll take that. Like, lots of good cards in this set. Honestly, just pick up playsets of everything that's under 50 cents. And then, like, look at this Rad Beam. The 1 cost green Rad Beam. Like, insanely good. Green doesn't have many counter events, so I might just pick up 8 of these. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, you don't realize some cards are just, you know, Rad Beam is $5 because it's a 4K for 1, and it's pretty easy to get the conditions, especially when you're really low on life, about to lose. Yeah, then it's a 4K. This is strong because it's pretty easy to hit. All you need is 8 Dawn or 6 Dawn and 2 characters on the board rested, etc., etc. Like, if you have a stage, you can make this hit on like 4 Dawn or 5 Dawn, depending on how much you spam. So that's crazy. And because of that, wouldn't Law, like, isn't this a great replacement for Law right now? My red-green Trafalgar Law. So, you know, I'm theory crafting right now on a little tangent, but don't disregard all these other cards, like all the commons, rares, and uncommons that are under $1. These cards are all, like, you never know when one of these is going to blow up. So, you know, my word of advice would be pick up 4 of everything, and then there are some stable cards you might want to pick up 8 of, you know, this event. It's pretty generally useful. Shiki, draw a card, trash a card with a Dawn blocker. You could argue that's really useful for some decks. And like, it's all up to you. I'm just giving you a little hint on what I've seen. I like this Tengu. I like his trigger, plus 2k to your leader for the turn. It seems kind of funny. But yeah, just great time to pick up the cheapest singles. However, if you really want to get a good deal on your alts and chase cards, this is the best time to start tracking. Everything right now is officially cheaper than it was a week ago, so you are saving money if you listen to me. And I'm just saying, if you want to maximize your profit or return or whatever and get the best bang out of your buck, one, you don't even buy off this website. Sorry, I should have said that always from the start. Don't buy it off this website. You want to go to your own local card stores. You want to go to OPTCG. You want to go to OPTCG Singles CA. I'm Canadian, so I put CA there, and I get all of these options. And from here, I can just, you know, find a more local price. And then if you want to find the newest set, go newest, find the exact card you want. Obviously, they're converting prices, as you can tell, but like now they're getting closer, like 79 cents. You know, what did we just see? We saw pudding for like 50 cents, I think. It said like 50 cents, so that makes sense. Put 30% on top of that. Absalom for 37 bucks. So consider, you know, it's almost time to buy singles, everyone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Once these drop to arguably 50 to 30 cents, that's when I'm picking up my play sets. Like, I'll pick up 4 rares for $1 any day of the week, and I'll feel good about it. Like, all of these events, maybe not, maybe Black Bug, you consider not, but everything, reject, oh, for sure, I'm picking up 4 of those. I'm picking up 8 of this. These zero cost events are always worthwhile. So the fact that it's $2, I'm gonna wait for them to be 50 cents so I can get 4 of these for $2. That's your boy. Do what you want with your money, buy what you want, but if you're smart, you might as well wait 3 days and you'll save a good amount of money. Just look at the listings, you know? Wait for the card to drop even more. Fuck, I'll buy this card for 15, 16 bucks. That sounds good to me. Anywho.